Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm just gonna make a short video, just regarding FCell and some of my other projected, just some of the other thoughts I'm having. So the biggest thing is, I've been seeing like a lot of people, especially new investors, all about like penny stocks and stuff. So the biggest thing with that is you have to be very careful because penny stocks, I mean, they've had great success, but it's like it's a penny stock, like they're going to go up and down. But people are throwing like 100%, 50%, 25% of their portfolio in penny stocks to make a quick gain. When you play a penny stock, it's basically, I would say it's right around the same risk level as options. Um, Maybe even more. Because with penny stocks, let me show you like kind of how they go. I'll just open the Robinhood real quick, and I'll show you what forced me to get out of penny stocks. Right. So I was taking advice and in a group chat for a while. I went from 2,900 to $30,000. All right. So let me show you that. Um, I'll show you that here in a minute. But look at FTFT, okay? People are like, "Oh man, they're the next they're doing." I'm like, "Okay, well you have to be careful because FTFT is known for being a quick flip, okay? This is not a long-term hold unless you're somebody who's been in for a while, I don't know, quite a while, maybe back here. But yeah, so look, these are just flyers. You get all that volume and then sell off, right back up, sell off. So this is what a penny stock does. Quick money, quick money. But long-term investors don't want to touch it because for this reason, people aren't going to hold the stock. But also, you look at people who are like, "Oh man, it's going to go up right here. We're good, we're good." Bam. Like, so you have to be extremely careful when it comes to penny stocks. And I saw a new investor in one of the other group chats I'm in. He's like, yeah, FTFT, I'm gonna be getting in around, I'll be getting in at 6 or something. I'm like, man, you gotta stay away. Stay away. Let it balance. Let it do something like this for a little while. Let it balance. Let it chill out. Because penny stocks are hot, and people just want to go with the run. Same thing with, like, GameStop. I know it's been around for a while and it isn't really a penny stock, but, like, dude, I was like, I would not touch this stock ever. Unless, like, I want to put a put on it or something. But I don't really do options. At least I haven't done options in a very long time. And, yeah, I'm like, dude, it's GameStop. Everything's moving digital online. Okay, malls and everything are opening good. But for the long term, I cannot see GameStop really making a move because you have all of these other sites. I mean, there isn't really like, you have GamersFly or all that other stuff. Um, and you have all the, you have like eBay if you know what's particular that you want to buy in a certain area, like a toy or something, like a mint toy, people that are into that stuff. And you're not really going to be going to GameStop. And also, GameStop's prices are insane. I mean, I saw like some of their new stores. They're moving to like, PCs and like they're kind of moving with the market finally, which is good because they actually just, transitioned leadership. But I can't see them being profitable in the long term. I think they're just going to they might have a good year based on the hype. Oh, I got to go check out GameStop. They redid their things, from the past, people being young and whatever. I, I, GameStop to me is like, this is really surprising, but this isn't really as much on volume as it is on squeeze. Like, the stock's just squeezing out money for you, so I don't know, man. It's not something I do, but also you have to look at it like this, all right? So the money that you earn, you know, that's not easy money to earn, and you're only getting so much, every 2 weeks or a month. And when it comes to where you want to put your money, I've kind of decided to look at it like this, okay? So whenever I'm investing in a stock, all right, so let me give you an example of where I screwed up. And this is kind of embarrassing for me. I don't know why I did this. It was really stupid, and I'd punch myself in the head if I did this again. So I decided to get into Bitcoin. I looked at their charts. I'm like, yeah, dude, it'll go down to $29,000, $30,000. But then I'm like, what does it really matter? It doesn't matter. It's just right around the same. Now look at me. I'm down 12%. I looked at the charts. I knew that it was between 40,000, 30,000, which is its usual genre, which is 25%. You don't really look at it like that. But I'm like, you know what? F it. I got $483. Whatever. That's a little bit amount of money. That's what I make in a couple days. So it's basically me handing somebody $483 saying, F it, whatever, bro, here you go. Even though I know it's going to go back down, based on its charts. I'm not a mind reader or anything like that. It hit 29,000, now it's back up. So had I just waited and put it in a limit buy at like $30,000, 31, I'd be up right now and I wouldn't be down. Even if it is $58, that's still, like, a good part of your morning work. So look at it like this. Whenever you hand somebody, whenever you're investing, you look at a company, you like it, you looked at their background, everything, you're confident in this company. Look at their chart, okay? Because you'll find an entry point and you'll place a limit buy. So when you're at work, it fills, or whatever you're doing. I wasn't smart on this one, and everything's a learning opportunity. I'm like, whatever. So now I'm just kind of trying to be smarter about my place, because this is real money, okay? It's not just on the web. Imagine yourself holding almost, imagine five $100 bills in your hand, looking at that, looking at the chart, and going, you know what, F it, I'll get in right now. I wouldn't have done that. But online, it's so much easier because it's like just numbers online. But whenever you make a trade, just look at your hands. Imagine five $100 bills in your hands, and imagine, okay, giving that away, saying, here, you hold this for a while, and I'll trust you to make me money. So that's just kind of where I'm looking now. So every time I make a trade, I am like, okay, yeah, I'll take that money back, and seeing that money in my hands, or I'll give this money to you, seeing that money in my hands, so that way it's more real, and you're being smarter. It's more about a business decision rather than let me just throw it in. So you want to keep that mindset moving forward rather than, oh, whatever, oh, I'm good, oh, here you go, it's whatever, it's in the account already. I don't even have that in my bank, I can't even see the numbers there, here you go. So yeah, just try to be smart and be careful when it comes to doing stuff like that, because it can get you minus 12% whenever this, and it will go above my buy price. I'll probably sell it at 38,000 just to be safe, and I'm guessing that'll happen in the next week or two. But yeah, I could have like another $100 or $200 whenever that happens if I'd just been smarter. And that's the kind of stuff you need to think about whenever you're entering. You also want to think about an exit, because I'm just like, oh, long-term hold. Man, it's been going 30,000 to 40,000. That's easy 25% flips, or 20 or 18 or 16% flips, if that's what you want to do. And this is a small amount of money for my account, but it's still, that's like bills for the month plus, it's like bills and grocery. So it's something to consider whenever you're getting in. And I really need to be smarter about business decisions, which is why I'm creating these analysis that I can, look in my hands and really picture myself putting money into an account. All right, that's about it on the learning portion. I would just offer some more speculative stuff. So plug power and fuel cell. Okay, if we look at, we'll go back to the fuel cell chart. So I'm very happy with this, and here's the trend, Dennis, and other fuel cell holders, that you guys can kind of, I think that we're out of the woods when it comes to worrying about fuel cell plummeting. I think that at least for the short term, because, and here's why. So if you look at it, okay, so they had a crazy run up. The highest buying point was 1131. And whoever did that, still good if they're in now, but they might have got out and just had weak feet or weak hands and whatever. But so if you look at it, so there's a lot of consolidation here, through this time period here. And then you see a run up. Okay, we'll just put it up there. And then same thing here. Run up, consolidation. Run up, consolidation. And now run up to newer highs, consolidate, and I think that we're right here again. We're here, just at a higher stock price. So I think within the next month we are going to see it up here, and then we'll see it consolidate again, because it looks like it's about a month, or like almost a month here, a couple weeks, and then a couple weeks, up a couple weeks. So I think within this next week, it's going to still consolidate. Then at the end of the week, we're going to start seeing it run up again. And if plug or fuel cell, because if you've looked at the two charts, plug and fuel cell both mimic each other when it comes to, what they're doing. So it doesn't even matter if fuel cell puts out info hyping the EVs and reducing carbon emission, they make a deal. You are going to see plug power also rise. So I actually have it both in fuel cell plug power. I am considering, for the time being, even though Tesla, in the next month or two, when's their earning? Their earnings is coming up. So I do think that this week you're going to see a run up in Tesla a little bit, not much, maybe 2-3% this week. And then we'll see what happens because, people usually, like I said last video, with the fuel cell video, they're going to end up buying and then they're going to sell right before earnings because they know that there's going to be people hyping it up. And so you're going to see a big buy-in and then sell off and then the earnings and then it'll stabilize. But, the people in Tesla, unless there's, like I said, crazy good or crazy bad. Say they had even a worse year than 2 years ago on their quarterly earnings, okay? And they're like barely profitable or not profitable, which I don't see happening. Or they're just like, something nuts hits, like Biden banning Tesla from U.S., So it'll just be, cool. All the way through. But I am probably going to reduce it, and then I'm going to wait and kind of watch. I'm going to reduce my points in. Let me just show my equity. So I'm probably going to take about $1,500 out of Tesla whenever I see that 2 to 3% run up, and that way I have some spending cash. So I can, if fuel cell dips again, or plug dips, or if this company, or ZOM, if ZOM starts hitting 80%, I'm only going to be putting like another $150 tops into ZOM because I do not like putting a ton of money in penny plays because it's dangerous. And I do believe if I did put all my money in there, I'd probably make more money than I would, holding all of these stocks for the short term. But say that the ZOM hits, a terrible part, in their company life, and say that, they're delaying their release of their new item till 2023, or say that they are, whoever is reviewing their item before it comes out made a mistake and didn't mean to clear it, or all, so there's a lot of stuff that could happen to where ZOM could go down 50% very fast, and maybe more than that. So that's why you have to be careful with penny plays, because if something happens, okay, there's not a lot of investor trust in some of these penny companies. They're really just looking for a quick flip. So that's when you have to be careful, because if you get in it with the mindset of, oh, this is definitely going to happen, everything's a risk, okay? So tomorrow Biden could say, oh, get that pipeline back up, all right? We're going to be, finding a way to, get more oil and gas drilling, even though that isn't his party's, goal. Something just a whack. This country's weird, man. So yeah, you could start seeing something weird happen, but I do think that in the long term, ZOM will go up 100%, at least. And I think that they will do very well. But then again, you don't want to put all of your money into one stock with the faith of it going up, and then something crazy happen, and then I get back down to like $1,000 in my account, and I'm actually down for the year. And then I can't, it's going to be a struggle, and, it'll be crazy for me to get back up. So that's why penny plays, guys, be careful. Have an allocated amount of funds, but be very careful when it comes to penny plays. And like I said with FTFT, I was trading FTFT in 2018, 2017. I was playing the day trades, and then look at my year. Let me show you. Or look at my all. Okay? Penny plays, 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 penny plays. Be fucking careful. Okay? Penny plays are both evil, but they're both once you start seeing, your account run up like this so fast and shit just taking off for you, and then you're like, okay, well, here's some more penny plays I can get into, and then you start seeing them go down, it's kind of like okay, so I was in college for a class, right? I was going to my psych class for my core. And whenever I'm in my psych class, I throw $10,000 into a company. All right, I was about here. And I'm like, you know what? We'll see what it does in an hour from now. Guess what? I'm down in an hour. $1,000. And guess what I do? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't have faith in the company. I'm just like throwing money around like it's nothing. I'm like, I'm in college, man. I got college for free. All this stuff. F it. But money's real, man. Okay, it'll make or break your retirement, your life, your marriage. When it comes to so don't gamble. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Penny stocks are gambles. It's basically the same thing as going in, not as much, but going into a casino with a chance of winning. Now, you might have a higher chance on penny stocks than winning at a casino long term, obviously. But, it's kind of like, you got to be careful. I made the decision. I looked at my hand. I said, all right, I have $500. All right, let me throw it in ZOM. And I was like, I believe. And if it goes down, whatever, bro. Because I made that decision, that allocation, that I would put that percent of my account into this stock and that I would see what happens. Now, if you see, I'm not in other penny stocks. And everybody's making videos on penny stocks. Be careful, bro. If you see a 40% run up, what do you think's going to happen tomorrow? Or then a week from then? You're not going to see people hold that stock. If it even goes sideways for a day or two, you're going to see people get the F out. And they're going to take their gains and go. Because people aren't in it for the long term. It's not like your Tesla or Amazon. They're not paying dividends. So what's the point of being in? With the risk of it going down. With news years from then. So that's kind of what happens. So like I said, I'm expecting to make $1,000 to $2,000 on ZOM. Maybe a little bit more. But I will start pulling out as the stock runs up. Because I do not trust penny plays, but like I said, that's I'm giving it a chance. Now, when I talk about fuel cell, Dennis, like I said, you see consolidation here, consolidation. I do think the stock's going to run up, and I do think that Plug Power, if you look at theirs, let me actually just go here. So hopefully, like what I'm saying is, good for consideration, and maybe it'll give you a different point of view when it comes to the stock market rather than making quick trades. You're thinking about allocating funds to different companies that aren't penny stocks, but a percent of your account. Was it bad to be getting pennies? No, but say hold on here. Say with ZOM, so people were hyping it up about 50 cents, okay, and they had a big run up. And people were still getting in here. They're like, you can still get into ZOM, So if you did get in, you're down 35, 40, 38%, something like that. Maybe a little bit less. But, so that's just kind of what I'm saying. Like, you can't trust all these YouTubers making all these great claims on, So, yeah, you just have to be careful, do your own research. And at the end of the day, they're not putting their money on the line. So if they got in at 50 cents, they don't care if it drops to 97 cents that much. But if you got in at 130, you care, So, like, you care. And that'll start creating anxiety, for people that put a lot of money in, especially if their account's only at $1,000 and they put all $1,000, hoping it jump to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Now they're at $700. They're going to be like, man, I effing hate myself. All right, I can't do anything right, that kind of stuff. So, when taking a look at here at Plug Power, you've also seen consolidation, jump, consolidation, big jump, consolidation. And I actually expected this to drop lower than it did. But there's so much hype in the market that people are they don't care. They're gonna pick up on the dips because look at it. Look at the trend line. Okay, so if we draw out the trend line, and remember I recommended this stock. I really wish I had trusted myself when I recommended this stock. I recommended this stock around $6, $5, maybe even $4. I don't even know when I recommended this stock. But yeah, Hunter, you made a good profit off of it. And I did make money off Plug Power, but I don't really think anybody at the beginning foresaw this coming. But had I held that, my account would be well over 20K at this point. So you see the uptrend, and then you also see, a little bit of consolidation, jump, consolidation. Those aren't the best examples. But consolidation, basically the stock just leveling out. Investors feeling it out. You have your sell-offs, you have your buy-ins, and then the stock just finds a point where it just goes sideways. So But if you continue to look at the chart, I think we're going to, based on the chart and based on the hype and speculation, and then you have another stimulus coming out, I guarantee you we're going to keep seeing it rise. So I have a lot of faith in the industry right now, and even though it is way overpriced, okay, I don't think that really matters that much at this point, because you still have people buying in overpriced, and these aren't little traders, okay, these are bigger traders buying in. So, like, look at that. That's some big traders getting in. But then there was a sell. You know what I mean? So some people actually treat stocks like this, like penny plays, where they're like, all right, I'm gonna make my quick 12% on it, and then I'm gonna get out. So look at this PE, fucking awful. So it's so like, but still, I have a lot of faith in what's going on with this company. But we did see, obviously this is kind of eye-opening, that the RSI. But I guess that this might actually be its dip right here. That might be where the buy-in point would have been. But if you got in up here, I mean, eventually I think it's going to go past that. But for those people that got in, they might be a little bit, worried. So, but yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents. But with Zomedica, I don't think that this matters very much. Okay, so you saw it barcode. Barcode just basically means it goes up and down, plus or minus like 2 cents as a penny stock, and then you start looking, and then just looks like a barcode, So I think that this might be its final level out. I do foresee it. It could go down to 90 cents, whatever, but I'm still gonna be in it. And like I said, if it drops, to 90 cents, I'm gonna be putting another couple hundred, maybe $150 in it. That way I can average my cost down. So whenever, like I said, this is a hold till March. So let it be March, Have your plan set and have your plan riding, and continue to build on your faith and your position and the research that you've done. So I still see Zomedica doing very well. And, especially, because I did get back into the stock market recently. Within the past year, but I was out for a little while just because I was so pissed on those penny plays. I've come in with a new mindset of success, and this is everything you put in. You can afford to lose. So if I lost this, especially with everything happening in my life, it would be kind of a bummer, because it'd take me a while to start getting back to this and having that amount of money that I can just put into the market, but it is what it is, man. And so yeah, hopefully I did well. If you have any stocks that you really want me to take a look at, let me know in the group chat. I can see if I can make a video, do the best I can analysis, do a quick read through, and look at their past earnings and their spreadsheet, and what the company's growth is year over year, if they are even at that point. A lot of these penny plays, they don't have an earnings per share, so people don't, so that's not something people worry about. They just worry about what the news is with the company, which is why you've seen Zomedica go up, because people, have a lot of faith in that. Here are the other stocks I'm taking a look at, so just in case you guys are wondering. Oh yeah, Hunter, I can't believe you made that. You got in like $4 on Penn. I gotta see if you're still in. Send me a message if you're still in. I'm actually considering getting into Apple. They have growth year over year. The company's just basically a good growth company, and there's nothing really stopping them. They're just going to continue to rise. So I've actually considered trying to build a big portion of my account in this. They do have a little bit of dividend. And for $140 price, that's actually okay. McDonald's. So if you take a look, I'm also going to start building up a dividend portfolio. But when it comes to like, dividend and yield, so they offer on every share that you have, they'll give you $2.36 whenever their dividend time comes around. And I was actually in on McDonald's during the last dividend time, whenever I first got in. So I'm like, I'm gonna play it safe, And I looked at their 5-year chart. I got in right around here, ish. And I wrote it back up to about $200, and then actually I can take a look and see. Yeah, I got in at 167, and I sold at, what did I get in? I sold at 200, yeah, $200. So, yeah, that's just kind of my 2 cents when it comes to the stock market right now. And people, here's the worrisome part if you think about this is, you see the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 making, record-breaking, closing. So, and you see that after a pandemic, and you see that after the influx of cash and the stimulus. And so there are a big portion of people that are very worried whenever the stimulus ends. The economy is going to take a hit, because people have all this money to spend, and then they don't, which might lead to bad things coming. But I foresee that happening maybe in 2022, 2023. I don't think it'll happen in 2021. If it does, it might be at the end of the year. But yeah, that's my 2 cents, and I'll keep updating that as months come and everything like that. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well today, and I hope you have a great day. And thank you for watching. I hope that, send me a message. Let me know if I did a good job or not, Dennis, Noah. And anybody else watching this, probably my two other people who just search the web nonstop, like me, and just like to watch random videos. So, hey, thank you guys. And yeah,